Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos reseller channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It does help us feed hippos, our hungry hippos, and also hit the thumbs up. Today is Friday, March 28th. Because it's a Friday, I like to do something fun. So we're going to do another video in my series called Things That Sold for Thousands. Today we are looking at Disney Plush. I pulled up a search on eBay for Disney Plush and then filtered it to sold, highest to lowest. eBay only goes back for 3 months. So I've also pulled up the same exact search on Therapy, going back a full year, in case it has different plush to look at than what we're going to see on eBay. I usually go down around 10 or so, and we'll start looking at them and talking about them. This Bugs Bunny 40-inch large 3-foot plush I had and sold in the past also. My very first year of reselling in 2017, I got them at a yard sale for like $1, and mine sold for, I want to say $200, $250. It was one of my very first plushies I sold, and very exciting. It was pre-YouTube days. But I do remember him, and mine had bendable arms and legs and ears. This guy sold for $400 plus $150 shipping. We have a life-size Roger from Roger Rabbit. I know I mention this every Friday that I do videos in this series, so I'll only very briefly touch upon it this week. These titles are atrocious. These are the worst titles I've ever seen. Stop it. $480 plus $62 shipping for Roger Rabbit. That is a giant. Roger the Rabbit. He's huge. He's cute. A big plush cushion. This isn't Disney. This is Pokemon. We'll skip it. We got the Pegasus from Hercules for $400 plus $171. 60-inch. So it looks like there may still be money in Disney if you can get the very large jumbo plushies, the huge ones. Because all of these are the big guys. The big boys. Here's another life-size Roger Rabbit, $500 plus $72. This is Disney Authentic 2024 Mid-Autumn Duffy Friends. This is a Disneyland exclusive, which probably is how it's worth so much money, and they have the full set. So these are the Hidden Mickey Duffies. If you've never seen a Hidden Mickey, the brand is called Duffy, and they make bears and other animals. And on their faces, that white part is supposed to be Mickey Mouse. His face and his ears, do you see it? You see the Hidden Mickey on their faces? So this is a special 7 plush set. You have to go to Disneyland to buy, or on eBay in this case. And they have all of them. And my goodness, they're cute. If you're ever out in the wild and you find a hidden Duffy bear, a Duffy hidden Mickey bear, let me try that again. A Duffy hidden Mickey bear, you want to source it. And they're very distinct. They are brown bears with a white Mickey face. Or these other animals. All right, moving on. Well, $479 plus $100. This is a full set of 12 Disney Stitch crashes. So, again, it's a full set of all the stitches. They've got them all here. Gosh, they're cute. For $550. So if you can get your hands on full sets, it doesn't even have to be like a Disneyland exclusive. I had a full set of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs once, and I sold them for a lot more money than people told me I was going to be able to. And I was like, yeah, we'll hold my beer, because I did. Yeah, if you get the whole set, you really, really can. Charge a lot of money. This is the complete full set of the Disney Mickey Mouse Memories plush. These are cute. These are so cute. 450. What? Oh, they're coming from another country, aren't they? They would have to be. Do you see the $579 shipping? These are all the Mickeys that are included. That's some big bucks. Yeah, from the United Kingdom. This is like a lot of money. Christopher Robin, the live action movie. Looks like they have a pretty good amount here. I don't know that it's the full set, but you've got Eeyore, Piglet, Pooh, and Tigger. So for the 4, it's $650. Coach did make some Mickey Mouse. They're leather stuffed Mickey Mouse by Coach. Of course, it's Coach. It's going to be worth money. He's got the little Coach tag on him like their handbags have. Once in a lifetime find right here, folks. But if you ever find it, snatch it up. $750. $700 plus $52 shipping for this mini. That's also a Coach. Donald Duck. So we're going to see a lot of Coaches up here at the top that are worth a lot of money. $800 for Donald. $800 for Donald. Let's look at this one. Cute. This is not Disney, so we're going to skip it, but it looks to be a giant grizzly bear. Another Donald Coach for $1,000 pretty much once you round it up and add shipping. A Roger Rabbit for $1,120. Sometimes I like to look at when they sold. This sold in December for $1,100. The Roger Rabbit down here sold in January for like half that. So it's already losing value, or people just aren't listing them correctly. This is an authentic Disney Shanghai Winnie the Pooh balloon plush doll keychain ornament for $2,200. Oh my goodness. He is really, really cute. But I don't think he's $2,200 cute. And this is Disney Happy Coogee Spring. This is Clarabelle the cow. And she has a special extra accessory there. Plus the plush animal. From 2022. So it's not even vintage or anything. It's just got her and the charm. For $4,200. Just out of curiosity, I want to go look up another couple Clarabelles because, well, I mean, she's worth some money if you can find Clarabelle. I mean, clearly the special one for $4,200 is not everyone's going to be able to find. But here's some sold of other Clarabelles. She is from the vintage Mickey. Oh my goodness. Here she is with Horace. Yeah, these old-timey, harder to find from the past characters of Disney are always going to sell for a little bit of money. Villains, hard to find characters, nostalgia. That's why I wanted to look Clarabelle up by herself. Clarabelle the cow. Okay, now we're going to come over to Terapeak and kind of go down. Some of these are going to be repeats, but because it goes back a year, we might see some that are different. This is not even Disney, but it's here. DuckTales. So you have some puppets here, and we've got, because their title doesn't tell you how many, 6, 8, 10, 11 characters from the show DuckTales, and they're all puppets. for $2,988 plus $37 shipping. How come I never find the DuckTales puppet set at the thrift? That's not fair. Trading pens. Yeah, there is some money in these trading pens. They come from Disney, and the collectors always seek these out. Of course, this guy has 450 of them. And he has the villains. Speaking of villains, Disney villains do really well. People like their Disney villains. $2,799. Plus, he's got some plushies there. This is pretty cool. We had a couple of pens once we bought back when we first started. Story time. We went to a yard sale, and this woman's entire garage, like 10 tables, was full of Alice in Wonderland collectible porcelain dolls, teapot sets, coffee mugs, pins, posters. She had it all. And she said she had been collecting Alice in Wonderland her whole life and just didn't feel like having it anymore and was selling it at her garage sale. That's the reason she gave us. I'm assuming it was probably more like divorce or something. I don't know. Wasn't my business to ask her that. But what it was my business to ask her was how much for all of it. And she gave us a good deal, and we brought it home and we started listing it. That very night, Saturday night, we worked because we had some good stuff to go up, and we were just getting started. Back when we were building our business, we didn't always take weekends off. As I was listing the pens they were selling, nothing for $2,000. They were more like $50 to $100, but they were selling as fast as I could list them. So don't overlook the Disney trading pens. This is the 1980 Star Wars. So we're getting stuff that's not plush, but it's still worth looking at and talking about with you. If you find the vintage Star Wars characters, clearly you want to grab them. Disney pin binders. So these are just the binders the people that collect the pens put the pens in. For 4 binders, $1,800. Disney collectors are very unique, and they usually have money to spend. They usually do have discretionary funds, and they are willing to part with it if you have the right items. We're getting into the Coach. Oh, here's a Stife Minnie Mouse. So Stife is a Bola brand. We all know that. And this is a 1930s. This is almost 100. Oh my gosh. I feel ancient. I don't even want to say that out loud. This Minnie Mouse is 95 years old. She's almost 100 years old. I was just learning about prohibition in school yesterday, and all of a sudden I'm ancient, and something from right after that era is 100. No, old. Anyway, the old Minnie and Mickeys were kind of weird looking. Do you remember Steamboat Willie? That's a really cool Minnie. So clearly, if you can find a Stife Minnie that's from the 1930s, $1,500. There's another Coach, another vintage Star Wars. This is Boba Fett. So it kind of gives you an idea of what is selling for tons of money. There is still money in Disney. Not everyone's going to find the $4,000 Clarabelle, but if you find the right characters, the right brands, the right collectibles, there is still money. And there's still a lot of really good bread and butter Disney plush out there as well. You just have to do your research. I can tell you off the top of my head, and I say this all the time, most of the Mickey Mouse and Friends and Disney Winnie the Pooh are oversaturated. But we saw some of those in today's video because of what they were. So don't write off Disney yet. There's still money in Disney. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video, let me know in the comments. Or even if you have questions about reselling in general, join my Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. And if you have any requests for future Fun Friday videos for things that sold for thousands, request away. Put it in the comments. I'll do it. It doesn't have to be plush. Go be productive. Go make some money. And I will see you in the next one.